Well, Stacey, this has been quite a mystery for quite a few years. What happened with the owl?
So the owl was originally installed, and we learned in our research he was called the Owl of Wisdom. He was originally installed when the building was built in 1939. From 1939 to 1975, he sat on our roof overlooking 259, and in 1975, he was taken. About 2 weeks ago, we received a phone call from a family member of the person that had taken it. And she said that it was his dying wish for the owl to be returned to the library where it belonged, and that she was ready to do so. And that is how we came to repossess our owl.
So do you have any idea what started the whole owl thing back in 39?
We are not sure. We know his name is the Owl of Wisdom. Owls do, represent knowledge, wisdom, and somehow it became a symbol of the library. I don't have any notes about it in the original. I don't really have a lot of notes about our original architecture. I have original architecture plans, but I don't really know why the owl is featured so prominently, but he was featured on the roof. And then we have 2 owls in our plaster work as well in the building.
Well, it kind of makes sense. An owl, wise, reading, makes you wise. It kind of goes together, And then the owl behind you there, that's actually owl number 3?
Yes, right? This is our 3rd owl. He was donated in 2002. And because we had a second owl, once the first owl was taken, we got a second owl in around 1977. It was put on the roof and taken around 1983. And that one is still a mystery. Whoever's out there, whoever has the second owl, we would love for it to be returned as well so we could have all 3 of our owls. But in 2002, someone else donated the owl behind me, and that one has remained indoors so he can be kept safe.
That's probably wise, as it were. So I guess you'd like to get to the bottom of number 2.
Yes, we would love, and I hope that this inspires whoever has owl number 2 to return.
So would you take it, no questions asked?
Absolutely.
So if it appeared at your door, that would be fine with you?
Of course, yes. That would be absolutely wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe put in the book drop. Probably too big for that.
I don't know if he would fit in the book drop. It's hard to know his size, though. All we have are pictures. We do have pictures of that one. So we know what he looks like.
And you have a fuzzy picture of the original one, right?
We do.
Yeah. Okay. So that's wow, that's just crazy. I guess the family was just like, okay, enough's enough. We got to give it back.
I believe so.
Mm-hmm.
I believe so. We're very glad they did.
So, is there a story you've heard about maybe where the owl was kept or anything like that?
We were told it was in their home around their fire, either on their mantle or next to their fireplace.
So the owl got a prominent spot in the home?
Yes, he did.
So people knew, I guess, but they're just keeping tight-lipped about it.
Yes, it has been a well-kept secret for over 50 years.
So I guess the perpetrator pretty young when it happened?
We believe so. We believe he was a teenager, and it was just a normal teenage prank. We actually have a stuffed owl that we feature in our library, and he is for sale. This is Sir Hootington, and we do sell him here. And he is an homage to our original owl and our owls that we have all throughout the library.
Wow. But that's not the only thing. But wait, there's more, right?
Yes.
Right here.
We also have a coloring book. This was actually made in honor of the library's 80th birthday. And it features the owl inside, as well as some of our beautiful decorations that you can find throughout the library. It's more of like an adult coloring book style coloring book.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you can kind of tell by the cover. It's one of those, because it's got the shading and everything. Yeah. So, well, that's really cool. I mean, you guys got to be pretty excited to get it back.
Oh, absolutely. We're ecstatic to have the owl back, and it has caused quite an air of excitement around town as well.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, because I think a lot of people outside of Kilgore just weren't even aware of this, because it's been so long.
Exactly, yes. It has been so long, yes.
So it seems like a teenage prank that just went on for a very long time, basically.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right. So, and then it's going to be placed in its place of prominence?
It's going to be placed, we're not exactly sure yet. He will have a little plaque in honor of the man who the man who wanted him to be returned. So we'll have a little plaque on him, but he will definitely be kept indoors. That was something that the family member that returned him was very concerned about. Where are you going to put him? Don't worry, we are not putting him back on the roof.
That's probably a good plan, because they tend to fly away.
Yes.
Apparently.
Apparently, yes.
All right. Anything you'd like to add?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, thanks. It's great that the owl is returning. Well, Ronnie, this is quite a tale. A lot of years have gone by.
Yes, it's
50?
Yes, 50 years.
So what's what do you know about this whole thing?
I remember the owl well because most children have their favorite animal, and mine was the owl. I had owl banks, owl this and that, and I remember that giant owl on the edge of the library. Mother would bring us down here, and we were always late getting our books back, but we got them back. And the owl was there. And fast forward to about 10 years ago, around 2010, 15, a gentleman approached me that said that when he was 12 years old, and he was born in 53, that he and a buddy climbed up and borrowed the owl. And his buddies had the owl since then, but was getting in old age and wanted to return it where it belonged. And I said, let me know how I can help. You can bring it up here anonymously, and I'll get it back to him. No one will ever know where it came from. And then his life changed, and I lost touch with him and couldn't get a hold of him. And fast forward, the gentleman, his buddy, passed away, and one of his dying wishes was for the owl to go home, that he had in his family maybe 60 years. And his wife brought the owl up yesterday.
Original owl, the owl of wisdom. Woo-hoo.